Hi, Ignacio, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for working hard, writing me another essay. Well done. So let's look at this title. So in many countries, traditional foods are being replaced by fast food. This has a negative impact on families, individuals and society. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Okay, so I've just put in this title and highlighted these things. See, there's important parts of the question, okay? So it's almost like you want to have one paragraph talking about this one and one paragraph talking about that, which looks fine. What I'm worried about is this first sentence, because it's this little bit. Experts are debating the advantages and disadvantages of processed food. They might be, but that's not what this question is saying. So be very careful of your first line there. So your first line must absolutely kind of show you understand this. So this is okay. Food experts from all over the world, are debating. We don't debate about here, but here you could debate, are debating the inexorable is a good word. Rise. Ooh. Inexorable, what I mean is inexorable, unstoppable, rise in the consumption of fast foods to the detriment of home-cooked meals. So this is very high-level vocab in here, but the inexorable rise, that means unstoppable rise to the detriment of, this is the damage of home-cooked meals. So fast food is getting more popular and home food is less popular. So I wouldn't do debating about, I wouldn't have that. In some regions, fast food has left traditional cooking behind, good, which might affect. Well, it is already, it's not that it might, which might already be affecting, but otherwise really nice. People and societies, personally and strongly agree, this kind of food not only has a negative impact, but also consequences. Fantastic, I really like that, nice writing. So just that first line, make sure your first line absolutely takes me into the right essay, that you're not going to go and start off on the wrong direction kind of thing. There's ample evidence that fast food is usually unhealthy. Consuming it regularly can alter physical well-being. Good. The central reason behind this is that prepared meals tend to contain high amounts of carbs and fat, which can increase cardiovascular risk if consumed in large quantities. Very nice writing. Well done. This has been extensively demonstrated by many studies, which have shown a correlation between fat intake and an increasing risk of suffering a heart attack. Although this kind of food has advantages, good, like the ease of preparing it, clearly these benefits do not weigh the disadvantages. I love that writing. Look, hardly any mistakes, but I don't like that, because for me it's an empty sentence. There's no interesting language in there. There's no interesting ideas in there. This kind of sentence you must be careful of. Also, this kind of sentence here. So that, when you're just having a line like that, but no detail, try and avoid that. So clearly so it has advantages, but clearly these advantages come with health risks. And maybe easy preparing it and cost. Actually, let's go broader and cost. Clearly these come with health risks and are becoming increasingly concerning, which are becoming increasingly concerning, something like that. So I think, can you see what I'm not saying that's perfect, but can you see what I'm trying to do is make that a more substantial sentence there. Even though convenience food might be helpful at the end of a hard working day, good. The impact on society should not be underestimated. Now, you need an adjective in there, ideally. The damaging, the challenging, something like that. Get a lovely high-level adjective in there. Families cooking meals and having dinner together are more prone to maintaining, ing there, healthy bonds. I would take out that. I want you to keep going. This is slowing down the flow. Just go because, like a longer sentence is better. You want a complex sentence. Because modern life keeps people busy during the day, and one of the moments they get to share, okay. Keeps people busy during the day. Your writing's accurate. There's no problem there. I'm wondering if we can make it a bit more sophisticated. Modern life demands a heavy working day with relatively rare moments in the evening for families to relax, regroup, you could have, and share ideas. Yeah, so you could have this. So for me, that works better than that. Okay, you can see the difference. Just have a look, see what you think. Consistent with this, if the family, you're specific here, which is considered as the core of society, is disrupted, and you need another comma there, it might have consequences in the whole community. Really nice sentence structure there. For instance, sociologists have suggested that countries have a higher, you don't need to have that, you can just put with, a higher rate of traditional food cooking show a smaller rate of divorce and suicide, wow, compared to countries with a large frozen food market. It's not the frozen food market, it's the consumption of, with a large consumption of convenience food. It doesn't have to be frozen. It's a little bit more specific on that actually. So with a large consumption of convenience food. Okay, good. Nice paragraph. Really like what you're doing. Very clear writing. Not many errors. Doing really well here. I firmly believe junk food has a negative influence on individuals. Yeah. Foreseeing these repercussions will keep growing. Do not legislate about healthy eat. Do legislate and educate, you could have even. Yeah. So it's both really, isn't it? Very nice. Really impressed with that, Ignacio. Fantastic. Good work. Super good. So let's look at this bar chart. This is, you don't need to make this so long. I was just reading it and I thought, you're on 209. You can go to 170 is absolutely fine. Remember the task 2 has double marks of the task 1. Obviously this is important, but the other one is more important. 2 kinds of shoes. Yeah. Overall, it can be observed that Hungary sold the largest number of shoes during the mentioned year, while France was at the bottom of the list. Okay, good. Brown shoes were more popular in 5. Good. Poland sold the most brown, while Hungary, really nice. Really good, lovely. In regards to brown, these were more popular in France. Yep. With the last, why don't you go the latter? Selling almost, now 140. We have to write it like this in English. That's really important. With the comma. Okay, if I just put that, underline it. Followed closely by Hungary and Germany. These countries sold by far more units. Far, you don't need that. You could say, I prefer coffee by far, like over tea, sort of thing. But you can't have it in here like this. So you'd have to say sold far more units than Belgium, which showed the least amount of sales of brown shoes, no capital. At less than 10,000 units, the lowest in the whole table, whole chart, or the lowest in that year. You may as well carry on with this. It's a really important thing to bring out. It's so different, so you may as well push that. As for black shoes, no capital. These were more popular in the remaining 4 countries, with Hungary at the top, selling almost 150,000, almost 5 times greater. Good, that is the kind of sentence we want. Good. That is a lovely sentence there. Really, really nice. You are linking the sentences together. You're comparing. So it's the comparisons that I'm looking for now. 30,000. Belgium had the most prominent difference. Good. With over 100,000 black. Yeah. And only measurable quantity. Yeah. In contrast. Or put in contrast. Or here, or put while. Whereas is a lovely, nice connecting word. Yeah. Whereas brown was unpopular or whatever. I've put that there. Maybe you don't need. I don't need that there. If you've put it's in here, was the most unpopular, so popular purchase choice. Okay, but you've absolutely got it. For me, I'm really happy with that answer. Words that you could use in here. So whereas is really useful. So you want those words whereas, while, in contrast. The word proportion is quite good. You could also have Belgian consumers, or Belgians, or the English. Okay, so you can talk about the name of the people. You're talking about the countries, but you can talk about the citizens. So you can talk about Belgian shoppers, that kind of thing. So don't be scared to mix up the language a bit. It's quite important to try and show some vocabulary in here when you can. But really good, very impressive, both those. Well done you.